So good evening. So in this session we are going to see problems related to moment of inertia from class 11 IIT NEET basic problems. So we consider two rods in L shaped. So both the rods are having length L and both are having equal mass m. So we have given moment of inertia of two uniform rods of mass m each. So we want to find the moment of inertia about this point P. Okay, this is point P. So about this point P, we want to find the moment of inertia of the two rods. But how to solve this problem? Slightly complicated. It's not a complicated problem, so please divide the rods into equal parts. So first make this horizontal rod and the vertical rod. So we know the moment of inertia of the horizontal rod about the corner. That is, we consider this is rod 1, this is rod 2. So moment of inertia of the rod 1, the horizontal rod 1 about any end at the center point, the moment of inertia is ml square by 12. At the edge, it will be ml square by 3. That we know. And we know that, so we want to shift the moment of inertia from this rod to this rod. So for that, we will choose the center of mass position of the second rod, because this is already taken for this rod. So this is a separate rod and this is a separate rod, like that we divide that. And the moment of inertia of the second rod, first we consider the moment of inertia about the center of mass. That is moment of inertia about the center of masses, that is moment of inertia of the center of mass, plus by parallel axis theorem. We know that we can shift the axis. This is the axis we are fixing about the center of mass. From here to here we are shifting the axis. So what is the distance here? So if this is center of mass, this will be equally divided as L by 2 and L by 2. So this is L by 2. Okay, this distance is L by 2. So this is L by 2, this is L. So this, by Pythagoras theorem, the distance will be, so the mass of the rod is m and the distance will be root 5 by 2 L square. This is root 5 by 2, not L square, L. Because moment of inertia, on squaring that, it will become root 5 by 2 L the whole square. So it will be the distance square. So this is L by 2. So L square plus L by 2 the whole square. So it will be L square by 4. So on taking LCM, it will be 4L square, 5L square by 4. Okay, and squaring this. So the distance is root 5. So the distance will be root 5 L by 2. Okay, so it will be root 5 L by 2 the whole square. So this is the moment of inertia of this rod about center and transferring with the help of parallel axis theorem. So now quite easy. Now the total moment of inertia will be the sum of moment of inertia of the two individual rods, I1 plus I2. So I1 is ml square by 3 and about the center of mass will be ml square by 12. And here it is ml square by 12 plus this by parallel axis theorem, it will be m into 5 L square by 4. So I am taking LCM. So finally the answer will be, so the common thing will be 12. So it will be 4 plus 1 plus 15. Okay, so it will be 20. 20 m L square by 12. So 4 5s are, so it will be 5 ml square by 3. So this is the final moment of inertia. So the total moment of inertia of the L-shaped rod about the point P, that is about point P, is 5 ml square by 3. So this is the final moment of inertia. So in this way we want to solve this problem. So this is quite easy. So I think previous problem you have understood easily. So slightly a different problem, a disk problem, moment of inertia. The next one. So we are considering a disk, uniform disk of radius r. So this is having a radius r and it is a round disk and a disk of radius r divided by 3. So this is a radius r divided by 3. This unshaded portion, that is r divided by 3, is removed from the original disk. So disk of radius r by 3. The mass of the shaded portion alone, the shaded portion alone is m, not the total mass of the disk is m, only the shaded portion is m. Find the moment of inertia of such a disk about point O, about the center, that is point O, that is center of original disk perpendicular to the plane. So here they have not mentioned the total mass is m, only the shaded portion is m, but this mass is unknown. The removed portion mass is unknown. And in normally problems, they will give you the mass of the total disk will be m, but here they have not given the mass of the total disk is m. The shaded portion of the disk is aluminum. So that is the difficulty here. So for that, what I am going to do is, the shaded portion I will consider the mass density, that is mass per unit area, as sigma, and which I am deleting from this as minus sigma. Like this I will consider. First I will find the moment of inertia of this shaded portion and moment of inertia of the removed portion. First, moment of inertia of the whole disk, we can consider the whole disk with the help of sigma. Sigma we can write it as the surface density of the disk, that I can consider. So that I will consider, first I will find the moment of inertia. The sigma is the total surface charge density. So I will consider that as I sigma. Actually the mass into r square, that is mr square, is the moment of inertia of a disk. So here I can write it as sigma, because sigma is the mass of the disk, total disk by the radius r square. Okay. Mass of the disk by area pi r square. Like this I can write. So this I am writing it as moment of inertia is, I don't know the total mass, so I am writing it as the total disk mass is sigma into pi r square. So into the moment of inertia means into r square, because the moment of inertia of a disk is mass of the disk into r square. So if it is a, actually it is a disk, so it will be mr square by 2, I think. It is not mr square by 2. Because for a ring only it will be mr square, for a disk it will be mr square by 2. So now what I am going to do is, I am going to find the moment of inertia of the remaining portion. What is the remaining portion? This is the remaining portion. So what will be the mass? I don't know the mass, but with the help of the density, that is mass density, I can write it as. So here the moment of inertia of this remaining portion, that is minus sigma, which I am going to remove. So first I find the moment of inertia about this disk center. So moment of inertia about the center, I can write it as the surface density is sigma. Okay, and the area which I have taken here, because mass is actually mass, how I can write sigma into the surface area. What is the surface area? Pi into r by 3 the whole square. This is the surface area. So this is the mass of the removing portion of the disk. Removed portion of the disk mass is sigma into pi r by 3 the whole square. Okay, and the moment of inertia means it will be r by 3 whole square, because the distance from the center of this removed portion of the disk at the center, r by 3 whole square by 2. So this is a moment of inertia about the center of this. I can consider this as O dash. So I O dash, I can say. So now I can include this as about the center as sigma pi r by 3 the whole square into r by 3 the whole square divided by 2. And this is minus, because remote portion means I am writing it as minus. This is about its center, but about this center I want to shift. So I want to shift the axis from here to here. So what is the shift in this? The total radius is r. So r minus r by 3. So the total shift, this shift will be, so this is total radius is r, removing r by 3. So I am getting it will be 2r by 3 is the distance from the original center. That is the distance between O and O dash will be 2r by 3. Distance between O and O dash will be 2r divided by 3. So now you can understand this concept. By parallel axis theorem, I am applying that also. So minus sigma into, okay, the same, pi r by 2 the r by 2 or r by 3, just r by 3. So r by 3 the whole square, and the distance, because the mass into the mass of the disk, a remote disk into distance. What is the distance? 2r by 3. So 2r by 3 the whole square, whole divided by 2. So solve this. So on solving this, 2 is common and sigma, the other things are common. So sigma pi r power 4, everything is common. So finally I can write the terms as pi r power 4 by, and this will be 9, so it will be 2. So 2 is taken out. So this will be 2 is here. So here I am having 4. So r by 3 the whole square, r by 3 the whole square. So it will be r by 3 the whole power 4. So 3 square, 9, 81. 81 into 2. So 2 into 81 I can write. So 2 into 81, and this will be 1. I think 1 plus 4, because both are minus I am taking. So I think this is also right. Sigma into pi r power 4 divided by 3 power 4. 3 power 4 is 9. 9 9s are 81. So 81 into 2. So 4 plus 1, 5. So final, the moment of inertia of minus sigma, it is the removed disk about the common, that is original center of the entire disk will be. That will be sigma pi r power 4, and that is 5 sigma. 5 sigma pi r power 4 divided by 2 into 80. So this is the removing thing. Okay. So finally adding with the other. So the moment of inertia of the total disk. And here we have I naught. So the moment of inertia of the, I can write it as IO, that is I sigma plus I minus sigma. This is the moment of inertia. And I sigma, where I have already written, I have removed. Okay. I sigma is sigma pi r square into, actually the area will be pi r square by 2, so it will be pi r power 4 by 2. Minus this is 5 sigma pi r power 4 by 2 into 81. 2 I have. Because of this reason I am keeping 2 as common. So sigma pi r power 4, that is right I think. Sigma pi r power 4 by 2, correct. So finally the answer will be, so the common term sigma pi r power 4 by 2. Okay. So final thing 1 minus 5 by 81. So what will be the final answer? So 81 minus 5, 81 minus 5 will be 76. 76 by 81. So this is the final term I am getting. 76. So 81 minus 5 will be 76. So sigma, the other terms remain same. So now I can write the mass. So actually, so a small mistake we have done here. So by parallax theorem we have shifted mass into d square. So here it will be d square, actually it will not be d square by 2. So multiplying, dividing it by 2. So here it will be mr square by 2, here it won't be mr square by 2. So it is m into the distance square, because in the disk, so we shifted from this O dash to O. So this distance is 2r by 3 the whole square. So for that purpose I am multiplying this term by 2. Okay, so on doing that, so this will become 2 outside, so it will be 8. So this will become 8, so this term will become 9 by 81. Okay, so that will be 9 by 81, here it will be 9. Okay, that is the mistake we have done. So and finally on cancelling this will be 1 by 9. So this becomes 1 by 9, so it will be 8 by 9. So the final answer will be, moment of inertia about O will be 4 by 9. Okay, so it will be 4 by 9 sigma pi r power 4. So this is the final answer. And already we know that the mass of that disk we have considered. So it will be sigma, okay, correct. Sigma into pi r power 4. So 4 by 9 sigma into pi r power 4. So finally the moment of inertia about point O is 4 by 9, and the sigma into pi r square will be the mass. So it will be m into r square. So this is the final moment of inertia of the shaded portion of the disk about the point O. So we'll see in the next session. So with few more problems, I think I am going to start problems from part 2 lesson from optics and atoms also. Some of the students have asked about the part 2 sessions, and from class 11 some other chapters problems. So we are going to discuss in the next session. So thank you.